Hi everyone, it's Steve again from the Gunners Xtra Podcast, talking about everything Arsenal this week, and there's been a fair amount, so let's crack on with it. Ryan, how you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Like I said, lots of talking points. So I guess we might as well start at the Arsenal-Leicester game. What were your thoughts?
Same old.
Same old stuff.
Didn't
yeah.
expect anything different. Expected to lose. Did lose. Yeah.
But you didn't lose by as many as you thought.
No. I thought we'd lose 3-0, to be honest. Which I don't know how it's come to that, but
I mean,
that's what it is.
I said a 2-2 draw, but we didn't even look like scoring really. One shot on target.
No, you're right, and from an attacking threat, there's just nothing there. And I honestly thought with Ozil coming back in and staying in, I thought, you know what, we'll still concede, but we will create, and it's just not happening.
But the thing is, I mean, is he playing Ozil in the right position? I mean, this week he seemed to be like a false nine, and Aubameyang and Lacazette were out wide.
Well, I'd like to see like him, Pepe, Lacazette, Aubameyang just be given a chance. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, we'll be exposed at the back a little bit, but them four should cause havoc in the Premier League, but they haven't started yet.
No, I just feel like our season hasn't really started at all.
2 wins in the last 10 says it all, really, doesn't it?
It's not good enough at all. I mean, I heard a stat the other day, 19 games, 24 points. Like, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, shocking. It's sackable numbers.
Oh, 100%. Like, people have been, like, sacked for, like, a lot more.
Yeah. I think Ancelotti, like, won a double with Chelsea, had a not so disastrous season the following year and gone. See you later. Like, I'm not saying that's the answer. I do think we should move on from Emery because nothing's improved, but I don't think that's going to happen just yet, but we'll have to see.
The thing is, right, we're Arsenal Football Club. We're a big club. We are a big club. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah. We went to Leicester and we changed our formation to a back three because we're scared of conceding goals, and we still let goals in. I don't get it. Like,
I just don't think Emery knows. That's the big thing. He doesn't know what's the best formation to go with, his best team.
He seems like he's panicking. He's desperate, really, isn't he?
If I was a manager with 2 wins out of the last 10, I think I'd be panicking, to be honest.
But the thing is, it's like for Ozil, for example. I mean, Ozil, totally frozen out the squad, wasn't getting a look in whatsoever. He's struggling. Next thing you know, he's back in, starting every game.
It's almost like he bowed to the peer pressure of the outside, all the media saying Ozil needs to come in. Which, all right, I mean, I wanted Ozil back in because of the creativeness, but as a top manager, or supposedly top manager, should you be bowing down to that? If you think he shouldn't be in there, why are you...
Would Jose have let him back in?
No, I mean, we don't know the real reasons why Ozil... What, I mean, you're reading the media and they're saying, oh yeah, him and the board have agreed that just to kind of freeze him out because they want to get rid of him, but I don't know if I believe all that. I mean, how do you go from that to, right, he started the last 2 or 3 games, so...
I mean, I don't really get it. I mean, we've had... This is our 6th different formation this year. Whether we played 3 at the back, the diamond in the middle, 3 in the middle, 2, 3, 4, 1.
So what does that tell you? It shows that he has no clue what his best lineup is.
I don't think he does. And the thing is as well, I mean, it was good to see Bellerin back in. I felt he had a good sort of 50, 60 minutes. He was getting up and down. I'm glad that he's back, and I think he's only going to get stronger.
Yeah, I mean, he gassed out a little bit, but you'd expect that first Premier League game in... Or was it his first? Did he start against Wolves?
No, he didn't start.
So the first Premier League start in like a year or nearly a year. You think, I get that. There's going to be a few.
It's going to take him 2 or 3 games, I reckon.
But you've got to stick with him now. There's no point in the next game putting him on the bench again, like the whole Tierney situation. I don't really know what's going on there.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I mean, you sort of knew, okay, he put him in the Europa League game, and Socrates, so I automatically knew that they're not going to start at the weekend, and I was right. Yeah. Even Pepe started in that game, so I thought he's not going to start him at the weekend. So he's predictable in what he's going to do, and other managers know that as well.
Definitely.
I mean, what I think we need to do, I think we need to get back to, it's sad to say it, and no one really plays it anymore, a structured 4-4-2.
I don't know, I just think we get outrun in midfield now with 3 of them. If you just go with 2, then I just don't...
But if you just say, look, right back, right winger, basically...
Well, you don't need to tell me. It's common sense, I think. If you all attacks a team, defenders a team, you don't have to have all these... I grew up sort of having 2 centre midfielders. you both work hard, you get back, you get forward. Not all this, CDMs, 8 attacking midfield. I just think you're there 11v11. Just do your job.
I get it. I mean, and the thing is, I don't think we can play both strikers either. I think you take something out of the team when you play 2 and you played 1 out wide, and I just don't think it's working for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird one because if you can get I still think you can play Aubameyang wide left if you've got an Ozil in the team, Laka up front, Pepe wide. Because I just think the quality will come through. Yeah, you'll be exposed at the back, but we're exposed whatever we do. So as long as, in my opinion, Torreira and Guendouzi just sit in front of that back four and are a bit disciplined, I think we should be all right. But the next minute, Torreira's sort of in the opposition box trying to link up with the attack, and then the ball breaks and we're short-numbered again. I
feel like we are, we're not playing out from the back anymore. We're not pressing anymore. We don't even know what we're doing. That's what I don't get.
It's sad to say, you watch Arsenal and we are shit now, aren't we?
Oh, we are dreadful at the moment.
It's like how bad this team's gone. But on paper, you look at our play. We've got Aubameyang. A lot of clubs around Europe would want him.
Now.
Lacazette, top player. All right, Pepe, I still think it'll work out for him. 72 million, we've got good players.
Well, that's what I get with Pepe. Doesn't play well, stays in the team. Scores a couple in the Europa League.
Yeah.
He's basically every goal we've been scoring this season has been from a set piece, and he's been involved in that.
Yeah.
Takes him out of the team. I don't get it.
It's not going to do anything for his confidence.
I just think we need to. I think we need to get a settled team and stick with it, and just basically we may lose a couple of games, but they get to know how each other play again, and they're just
You guarantee the next game was it Southampton at home. You guarantee it'll be a different lineup to the Leicester one. He wouldn't think this is what I want to do. I know you have to adapt to the opposition, but no one can anticipate what he's going to do. Yeah. I don't even think he knows.
I was thinking, Bellerin. I look at the team sheet and I think, I really want Bellerin in. Bellerin, Tierney. Yeah. And next thing you know, I've heard that he's had an altercation with Tierney, and next thing you know, he's not in the starting 11.
Yeah, I heard that. Whether it's true or not, I don't know.
I just think we need to play our game. I think we're more worried about if you play Man City or Liverpool, I get it. You've got to change the way you play a little bit.
But then this was one of the biggest criticisms that Wenger got because he never adapted to the opposition. So I think Emery's he's damned regardless of what he does.
His stats are better at the moment, though.
Whose?
Wenger's stats are better than Emery's at the moment.
I know, but it feels like we're 18 months further on and nothing's really improved. Yet we've got some decent players.
I mean, I think our squad's good. I look at player for player, I think they're good. And I've got no thoughts in the world that if you took one or two of these players and put them in different teams, they'll start delivering.
So what does that say, though? Does that say that the manager's not getting the most out of it? Or does it say Emery's not good enough? Is his coaching not good enough? Because you listen to pundits and other managers and that, and they all rave about Emery being a top coach and he's the real deal. I mean,
when he came in, at the time, it seemed like we had the choice of him or Arteta, and I was thanking God we went with Emery. But apparently he came in, he impressed the board with dossiers and all this sort of stuff. And I thought, this guy, he's clued up, he knows what he's doing. But he just I think he's lost the dressing room a bit.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone I don't think the players know what they're doing anymore.
I mean, we can all speculate about what goes behind closed doors. We never really know. But bottom line is, I think the players have got to take a lot of the stick as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're not putting in a shift.
No, I'm sure Emery doesn't say to people like David Luiz, all right, David, go and drag Salah from behind and give away a stupid penalty. A manager can only send them on the pitch and give instructions.
I totally get that. I mean, with regards to changing the formation all the time, is that helping us?
Well, I can understand a manager having, I think, me personally, I'd have a flat back four. Guendouzi,
Xhaka, you bringing him back in, are you?
Hold on, wait. Guendouzi, Torreira sitting in front of the back four. Ozil, Pepe, Laka, Aubameyang, and let them do their thing. I understand that you might want to switch to a back three every now and then, which I don't mind.
Back three against City and Liverpool.
Yeah, because the tactics against Liverpool away, a lot of people will laugh. But for that first half, they nearly worked. We sucked them in, and Pepe arguably should have scored one or two.
Yeah, it's true.
The quality come through for Liverpool, I get that, but
I think he's scared to lose. I think he's too scared at the moment.
We bloody are losing, so he needs to do something.
Yeah, he does. He does. I mean, and that sort of brings us on to our next point. I mean, do you still think Emery's, the man? I mean, I know you said last week.
I don't agree with managers being sacked in the middle of a season, but given the fact this season's still young and the 9 points behind Leicester and the gap between Chelsea, a lot can change. Like, it's early days. You bring another manager in now who might revitalise. You sack Emery, it costs you 6 million. You don't make the Champions League, it costs you 40. Like, we could act now and it could...
Well, the thing is, I mean, you look at our next five games, Premier League, we've got Southampton at home, Norwich away, Brighton at home, West Ham away. They're all winnable games, and that's before we get to City.
I said the exact same thing at the last international window. And we beat Bournemouth at home, which was pretty lacklustre. We come back, lost straight away to Sheffield United, which I thought we should have won. Palace, Wolves, like they're all games you look at and think, yeah, winnable. But if you're playing shit and you go out there and don't perform, I know what you're saying. I mean, they're not. This is where I thought a new manager would come in, looking at that, thinking, right, he's got Southampton and Frankfurt, two nice games to come into. Norwich away, no disrespect to Norwich, and then Brighton. You think it's a good. You can come in like it's a springboard, but it doesn't look like we're going to do that.
No, it does. I mean, well, there was, he got the backing of the board just yesterday. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know if I take much notice of that purely because they're not going to turn around and say, yeah, he's a goner. We're on the lookout.
Vote of confidence.
Exactly. So,
and next thing you know, he's got his P45.
I definitely think they probably said to him, look, results have got to pick up, otherwise things could change. But I don't think. I mean, Arsenal. Look how long they stuck with Wenger for. I know it was a lot of it on sentiment and that, but I don't think they're going to be like looking to chop him just yet. Especially, they might look at these run of games and think, right, there's no reason why you shouldn't be picking up nearly maximum points in all them. If you don't...
There should be 10 points from them 4 games, I think.
Well, you think Southampton and Norwich at home, there's no reason we shouldn't be picking... And Brighton at home, there's no reason why we shouldn't be getting 9 points. But then there's no reason we shouldn't have got the Palace points and the Wolves points.
Yeah.
So... But it's down to Emery now. Go and win them games, and the pressure will lay off him a bit.
Yeah,
especially with you look at Chelsea's next fixture. They're away at Man City, so that 9 points can come down to 6 or 8 points, whatever they are.
9 points, I think it is. Yeah,
you can cut that down to 6, like in the next game. And you think, okay, so there's something to build on. But
I mean, as it stands, Leicester and Chelsea are looking good for 3rd and 4th spot.
Oh, definitely, without a doubt.
And it was only like last week you were laying into Man United saying they're shit. Tottenham are playing shit at the moment, and then all of a sudden, Man United win. They're right behind us.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal's position in the league is only as good as where are we 6th? Yeah, I think Sheffield United climbed on. We're 6th, but that's only because other teams around us are just as bad.
Yeah,
and that's probably what's kept Emery. Because we by rights, the way we're playing, we should be about 10th or 12th.
Apparently, this is our worst start for like
over 30 years.
Yeah, 30 years.
That, which
it's unbelievable. But he definitely. I do want him gone, but I've got to back him if,
Well, like I said to you, and I'm only going by what the press are saying, that he's got 6 games, otherwise there'd be severe pressure. Them 6 games, up until the Man City game, like, they're all winnable.
Yeah, they are winnable.
I'm not saying you've got the right, you've got to still go and earn the right to win them, but it's up to him now.
I mean, he's got a fully fit squad now. Holding's back in, didn't play that well at the weekend.
No, but... Again, like Bellerin, you got to give the bloke games. Do you know what I mean, there's a difference between playing against Vittoria and teams like that, or going up against bloody Jamie Vardy.
Let's just touch on Vittoria. I mean, did you see the stats for that game?
Shocking.
Absolutely shocking. We had one shot in the box and we scored from it.
And it was Mustafi.
Yeah, of all people, who's been playing all right, to be fair, this season.
Yeah, against Farmers.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't really care about the Europa League at this stage. I get interested quarters, semi, and sort of final.
Yeah, you can coast through the group. And that's what
we're on 10 points, another win from our next 2 games, and we've qualified top of the group.
But is that another thing with another manager? Like the way things are going with Emery, if you brought in another coach now, if he got us playing better, would you look at it and think, well, the Europa's a good chance?
I think it's going to be our best chance.
Yeah.
I thought at the beginning of the season, the players we brought in, I was positive, and I thought, okay, we're looking good. We should get top 4.
Oh, definitely, especially with Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea have probably been the shock of the season so far. They
work hard all over the field, and that's.
But we've got to play them twice. Like you got to look at. People think there's a lot of football to play.
Yeah, there is a lot of football to play.
A lot of points that are going to be dropped here and there, with us included. But we're just like the disappointing thing is I can handle going to Liverpool and getting beat because they're European champions.
Yeah,
you got a Man City teams like that, and you think, but. Wolves at home after going a goal up. Palace at home after going 2 goals up. Should be taking points. I don't care.
Yeah, and the thing is, I hate losing, but I don't mind losing when you can look over the field and say, we've worked our asses off, everyone did their job and they've scored a wonder goal, or, but we don't. We give goals away.
Like you said a couple of weeks ago, losing's okay, but it's the way you lose.
Yeah.
And we lose in an absolute shocking fashion at times, or drop point. That's the thing, them Wolves and the Palace games, they felt like defeats, because you should...
Say with the Watford game, oh God, that was like earlier on in the season, But we didn't play well in that game. We didn't play again. We could have easily lost to Villa as well.
Oh, definitely.
Or dropped points against Villa. I mean,
it's a bit of a sham. I'm glad. I normally hate international breaks.
Oh, I love it.
It's the best time.
Yeah,
because it gives a squad a bit of a breather. Get away from all the negative sort of spin off from the media, and come back and hopefully just get that win against Southampton. Hopefully it will kick on.
Yeah, I mean, apparently, read a report. Lacazette said he's actually looking forward to the international break. Because I think the squad needs...
He doesn't even get in the France squad.
Yeah, I know. He gets 2 weeks, 10 days off. But I think we need that. I think we've got to get back to basics a bit, and we need to do a bit. They need to work hard on the training field. I think. I mean, do you think Xhaka should have been brought into the Europa League match? Or do you think he's done?
I think there's two sides to it. If you're reading again the press that he's being linked with Milan and even Newcastle, I think.
I know which one I'd rather.
If Arsenal have made the decision in selling him and he's adamant he's going, then just he's done.
Yeah.
But if he isn't going to leave, then I would have probably played him in Vitoria, away from home. All right, there's going to be idiots out there who'd boo him still. I mean, I don't agree with booing our own players, but it would have got him back in the action. Maybe
give him a bit of stick after the game. But obviously nothing to the extent.
Football fans are very fickle. If he comes in, from his point of view, he needs to get out there and just think, right, I'm going to play well. Fans soon forget. If he puts in decent performances, people will think, right, that's it. That's what you've convinced again.
Yeah, well, I mean, Iwobi had that. Everyone used to be on Iwobi's back, and
they've all had it at the stick over the years.
I mean, granted, some of the stuff that went on online about his wife, his daughter, it's bang out of order. That is.
It's horrific. I think we just need to forget the Xhaka thing now and move on and. Well, that's it now. It's
a bit embarrassing, and everyone sort of says, "Oh, Arsenal fans are the worst." Where I don't believe it's a small minority.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember if I said that? Remember the Chelsea fans that wouldn't let their guy on the train.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a small minority of fans which aren't good for the their clubs. But okay, so obviously Xhaka, ex-captain. What do you think of the new captain, Aubameyang? Do you reckon he's the right choice?
I don't think there's a captain at the club. It might like I said to you last week, and you frowned upon it, but I'd probably give it to someone like David Luiz, who he's the most experienced. He's won the most. All right, he might not be everyone's cup of tea in terms of his player, but it might elevate him somewhat because he is a bit of a clown and switches off at times.
Bob.
but if he has got that armband, there's a sense of responsibility, and it might make him.
Yeah, I mean,
Aubameyang, I've never really believed in captains from the front. I think they should be from. Well,
there's an incident in the game against Leicester where he actually pulled out of a challenge on the halfway line. I thought, oh God, is that what you want your captain doing? It was like a 50-50, and I was like, go in and win that. And he sort of pulled out of the challenge.
Aubameyang, you mean?
Yeah. I mean, come on. Like that, if that would have been someone else, Vieira, Adams would have absolutely caned him.
Forwards can't traditionally they can't tackle though. It's one of them. If they try and tackle, they're out of their comfort zone. They end up catching the player and getting sent off, not intentionally, but I don't know. It's a difficult one. You want the commitment, but at the same time, they must know their limits.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think, like I said, I think he's all right. He's going to be an all right captain. I don't think he's going to, drag us up when we're 1-2-0 down.
You want someone to G you up.
Personally, I would have went. You went Louise. I would have probably went Lacazette only because he works really hard.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's no real captain in the team. I think we're going to have to buy a captain in the summer.
Yeah.
But who buys a new person and gives them a captain straight away?
No,
Not even... is Van Dijk captain yet? And I don't think he is he? I think it's Henderson still.
I think he's the club, I think Van Dijk is the captain because obviously Henderson don't start every game. But
well, I think it's either or, but I think we need to buy in a captain.
Definitely.
Okay, so, I read a report the other day. Did you hear about... what's that chap on Arsenal Fan TV? Is it Troops?
All right.
And Aubameyang, and obviously, the Arsenal board don't really like the fact that Aubameyang likes his posts and that sort of... What do you make of that?
I mean, I don't think Aubameyang's done anything wrong. in terms of liking someone's post, and he's obviously maybe got a good relationship with like the people over at Arsenal Fan TV, which, all right, fair enough. I mean, in my opinion, Arsenal Fan TV, well, I don't...
I mean, there's some people I like, Lee Judges is quite good, but you get some idiots there who just want to stir up trouble.
Unfortunately, I think there's a lot of people on there. I'm not saying they're not Arsenal fans and they don't love the club. I think that's how it started. But I think this is their job now.
Yeah.
So when Arsenal lose, I'm not saying for 1 minute they're happy they lost, but it gives them content. It gives them something to rant about and scream and shout and make themselves look idiots on TV, let's be honest. That's why there's loads of fans from other clubs who watch Arsenal Fan TV because we make such dicks of ourselves.
I mean, I admit, I listen to it. There's some good content on there.
Why do you watch it? It's because it's kind of funny to a point.
Some of it's entertaining. I mean, I like the sort of... They do like a tactical show, which is quite interesting.
Robbie's all right. I like him. I think he comes across well and obviously, like, presents well, and he still...
He has some good people on there, but there are some idiots on there that do sort of, and the thing is, Sunday Supplement got on the top of them.
Yeah.
Last week. Their likes are going up. They're getting more subscribers than anything.
And they're getting more sponsorship, and I get that. But I do think they have roles to play. Like, Arsenal could go and win 10 games in a row, and there'd be still someone on there who would have a moan, and just to sort of kind of create, like, diversity. And
I do get that. I mean, it's just one of the things. We're just going to have to see how all this plays out, because it looks like Emery's going to be staying. It looks like...
My personal opinion, I think if things don't improve by Christmas, then I think you might see a change.
It all depends. I reckon that next 2-3 games are really important. If he doesn't start picking up some points, he could be gone.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Frankfurt game, right, that's... Like I say, you could probably afford to lose that and still sneak through.
Yeah, give them a pass on that one.
But I think Southampton, Norwich and Brighton, what excuse is there for Arsenal to lose them games?
Yeah, there's no excuse, especially the way we're
playing.
And
if they do lose them, you think, okay, fair play to the other teams, but there's no reason we should be losing with our set of players. And that's not an arrogant thing, that's just, it's the fact, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally get that. Right, well, that's pretty much it for today. Guys, thanks for listening. Please hit the like and the subscribe button, and follow us on Gunners Extra on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you.